Have you ever wanted to say to your boss, "Stop talking, you're not listening to me"? It happens. But here's the thing. Not listening at work isn't just about scrolling on your phone or multitasking. There's something else missing. After researching how great leaders, managers, and individual contributors listen, we discovered one key insight. It's not that people aren't listening. It's that there's more than one way to be a great listener at work. Great listeners flex. They shift. They adapt what's going on in their head and what they say back. Because yes, responding is absolutely part of listening, and anyone can learn to be a great listener. You just have to stop listening the way you want and start listening the way they need. We call it adaptive listening. When you do it, you build more trust, get better results, and get them faster. Now, you might be thinking, do you mean active listening? Not quite. Active listening was created for therapists, not for a busy back-to-back workday with constant interruptions. Work happens a lot faster than therapy. So what's different? Goals. Every time someone talks to you, they have a goal they're trying to achieve. Whether it's a morning sync, a quarterly review, or even small talk. Adaptive listening narrows those goals down to just 4. 1. Discern listening. Sometimes you need to critique and evaluate. If you don't, the product could flop, the campaign could fail, the client relationship could fracture. That's discern listening. Listening to spot what's working, what's not, and what needs to change. It might feel uncomfortable, but it's necessary. 2. Immerse listening. Think back to your first week at a new job. You went through orientation. The leader needed you to understand and remember the mission, the org structure, how to set up your tech. They didn't need you to raise your hand and say, "This mission needs a rewrite." That would be discern and rude on day one. Immerse listening is about soaking in all the details. It's the closest to active listening, as long as you actually remember what you were supposed to remember. 3. Advanced listening. What about those meetings where time is running out, everyone is still debating, and somebody has to make a decision? That's when the group needs advanced listening. Listening with the goal of moving people, projects, processes forward. You're not listening for what's working or not. That's discern. You're not trying to memorize every detail. That's immerse. You're asking, what has to happen next? Sometimes that means you interrupt. Yes, a great listener sometimes interrupts to help someone get unstuck. You read the room and push forward. 4. Support listening. Then there are times when people don't need you to move forward urgently. They don't need you to remember every detail or find all the risks. What if the team is celebrating a big win, or someone has bad news to share? That's support listening, validating emotions, showing appreciation, sitting with them. Support listening is the only type you need to do every single time you listen at work. Even when someone needs you to discern, immerse, or advance, they always need you to support them first. Sometimes that's all it takes. So these 4 goals spell SAID. Support, advance, immerse, discern. Because at work, you're always listening to what is said, and even what's not said. Now here's the bonus. Just like there are 4 goals, there are 4 listening styles, the way you naturally listen. You might be a support listener. You get frustrated when not every voice gets a chance to contribute. You might be an advanced listener. You get frustrated when a meeting ends with no decision. You might be an immersed listener. You get frustrated when people jump to options before sharing all the background. Or you might be a discern listener. You get frustrated when people rush to solutions without spotting pitfalls. When your style matches the other person's goal, listening is easy. But most of the time, you have to learn how to adapt to meet someone else's need. The new hire knows when small talk builds a relationship and when to make the ask. The team leader knows when everyone is on the same page so they can rush ahead, and when people are too tired or angry to be productive, no matter what they say. Adaptive listeners know how to process and respond in the right way, at the right time, for the person speaking to them. So before you respond, ask yourself one simple question. What does this person need from me right now? That's it. That's enough to stop listening the way you want and start listening the way they need. Want more trust and better, faster results at work? Your next opportunity to be a great adaptive listener is just one meeting, one presentation, or one conversation away. If you like this video, hit like, subscribe, or share this with someone who needs to hear it.